I think there's a lot of room here for at least one more round of questioning of Jeff Sessions. There are a lot of things that he said that I think Democrats are going to want to circle back on. He's not sure why Donald Trump fired Jim Comey. And then he struggled a little bit to explain what happened in his confirmation hearings when he denied flatly meeting with Russian officials, both in spoken testimony and in a letter to Senator Patrick Leahy. I think there's probably a lot of room for Democrats to circle back and ask some more questions.
But as far as the first track on the collusion, we did not learn anything in this hearing other than he firmly does not know, says he doesn't see, doesn't hear, didn't know.
Didn't hear, didn't know. No one brought forward new information. He had an exchange with Tom Cotton where they essentially ridiculed the idea that a plot like this could be possible, and particularly that it could unfold in part at a reception at the Mayflower Hotel. I think some Democrats felt like that was setting a high bar. Cotton said something like, even in a Hollywood movie it wouldn't happen this way. And some Democrats were saying it's not that simple. You guys are setting too high a bar. But no new information and basically a strong pushback on that substantive question. But again, there's a second track here.
No, agreed.
Woe betide the Trump White House. How did they respond to this storyline? And that's the thing we didn't hear much about.
I should point out that there are two panelists at this table who were at that reception at the Mayflower. You and Byron.
It could be part of the whole plot.
It could be at the speech.
I spoke to Ambassador Kislyak. I quoted him in a story, so no one's contacted me about it. But it's a small calling card, I guess, for a few nights.
Could be a subpoena.
Well, I think when people talk about having discussions with, like when you're like, did you have a discussion with? If someone says hi, or it's like, hey, how you doing? Is that a discussion? I think you got to go back to the other question here: the desire for Sessions to come to Congress. There are other people who refuse to testify before Congress. Susan Rice is one of them. Now, why isn't she not testifying? Is she going to claim some confidentiality? Because the Republicans would ask, did you have any conversations with Barack Obama or any other senior staff about unmasking names, identities? What would she cite? Would she cite executive privilege? If she didn't, would she cite confidentiality or separation of powers? I imagine she would, and I imagine the Democrats would have no problem with it.
That's the other nugget I wanted to pull out. He did confirm the existence of multiple probes into leaks of information out of the administration, and said that some people would probably be sorry that they leaked. I think that that's the first time we've had ironclad confirmation from DOJ about the existence of those investigations.